this is a topic that is really very close to my heart these days, because that's what I really like to keep doing these days, because I think that is the whole of the art. We are all doing our businesses in a certain way for a while now. I mean, it's been years. None of us are startups, and even those who are startups, we have a certain set mind and ideas of how we do our businesses. But considering the times that we are looking at now, I think we all need to evolve and upgrade our businesses. And in this journey of entrepreneurship, I personally believe that change is the most inevitable thing that is going to happen. Also, something that we always really fear, because it pushes us out of our comfort zones. And innovation is the new tool to evolve. There is always a better way to do things, and we must embrace them. We must look at them. So what we are going to do today is that we are going to have clear pointers to talk about how we can lead innovation in our organizations and make it more effective. Okay. So before I start about innovation, I'm just going to do a little bit of a discerning between innovation and creativity. Creativity is thinking up of new things, whereas innovation is doing new things. And this is not being said by me. This is being said by a gentleman by the name of Theodore. So on this note, I am now going to get into what is innovation that we are looking at. So innovation essentially for an entrepreneur is somewhere in between the journey of being creative and our usual business, the way we conduct it. And now let's evaluate how to run a disciplined experiment in your organization as an innovation leader. The first thing, what is most important is we must have a clear hypothesis of what is it that we are looking at, creating or innovating. Most important, because until we have that, we will not be able to identify and go ahead as to what is it that we really wanting to do. Clearly identify the most critical unknowns. So what is it that you still don't know very well about your own processes or your organization or your business? Identify those areas. Invest time and energy in planning, analyzing those results. What is it that comes out? Look at the lessons that you learn when you have spent that time and energy planning and analyzing and scrutinizing all those little processes which you were not very well aware of that were happening, and will make a huge mark on your work. Do spot checks. Important, because when you bring in something new, you don't know how it's going to respond. So it's important that you do spot checks. Also do spot checks to see if everyone can articulate the same assumptions that you are looking at for the outcome that you are looking for. So it's important that your entire organization rallies behind the vision that you have and they share the same vision. There will be new information that will be coming in. Don't sit on it. Quickly react to it. See how you want to process it, because it's new information. You want to know how it is going to affect your business. So react quickly. Question your decisions. Very, very important, because at this time when you are innovating, you're bringing in new processes, you are getting new information. It is very important for you to take decisions. And when you're taking decisions, every time you take a decision, don't forget to question it. Why am I taking this decision? What is going to be the outcome of what I am now going to be deciding? Understand the evidences that come out. Very, very important. It helps you look behind what is happening. So when something comes up as an evidence, it's important that you understand why has this come up and what is this going to be leading to. Change the direction that you make, because once those evidences come up, that's when you decide that, am I going to go in the same way, or do I need to change my direction? Do I need to pivot? Do I need to turn around? Do I need to go ahead? Do I need to look into another direction? Most importantly, frequently update your plans. It's very important, because you just cannot say that I carved this particular path and I'm going to walk this path only. Just a few things that we can look at before we set out on this. We must understand being creative is great. The ideas are only the beginning for any change that you want to do. Anything new you want to innovate, the idea is only the beginning. The proof will lie in how you execute it. Asking one person to do it is not going to help you do it. So if you identify one person, okay, this is the new idea and you're going to do it, it's not going to happen. It has to be an entire team to do it. So recently I had, conversation with somebody who was in Airtel, and he told me, he says, there are some things that we were working on in Airtel, and it was a new project. We were trying to come out with something new. And he said, Kanchan, we were picked up from various departments. 10 of us were picked up from different departments, and we were told that you will only look at innovation and redoing this particular area. And we were put into a different environment so that we do not get affected. So it's very important that not just the leader, but an entire team is put together, dedicated to making that change, dedicated to making that innovation happen. And the new team needs to be assigned activities that are beyond that of the existing organization. Otherwise, you will get pulled back into the same system. Most important, conflicts between the new team and the existing organizations will happen. So the existing people will say, "Aisa kya naya kaam kar rahe ho? Why are you not doing this?" So try and make sure that everybody is on board so that they understand that what the new team is doing is to bring in a change, and that must be accepted by all and must be respected by all. Profits come second, learning comes first. I think we have spoken about this earlier, and this nugget that I have picked up today also comes from the same book about innovation, which we had read, and I'd also, I think, briefly spoken about how Stella saved the farm. That was one example of innovation that happened here, and where also the author said repeatedly again and again, don't look at profits coming in first when you do something new, when you learn something new, when you put a change in your organization. What is important is that you understand what is the learning that you're getting out of it, how are you going to ace that, and that is when the profits will come. Gather evidence to validate major expenditures. This goes without saying, because whenever you get into some unknown territory, something new expenditures will come, but make sure that you see what is important and what is not, and then validate and then go ahead. Most importantly, the person who you give the task to head the team for innovation, please evaluate them on whether they have executed that particular project, that particular experiment in a disciplined manner or not, because he or she may not fall in line with the usual evaluation pointers that you have. But what is important is the person doing things in a disciplined manner. And if yes, I'm sure that that particular project will surely give fruit and will bring out the desired changes that we are looking at for our organization. So most importantly, guys, I'm going to leave you with this thought that innovation is the ability to see change as an opportunity and not a threat. And in today's date, I think it is most important that we all look at evolving our organizations to the next level. So whether it is digitalization, whether it is transformation, whether it is pivoting, getting into a new business line, or maybe disrupting our own businesses to bring out something different and better, we must embrace the change and take that as a That's it. Thank you so much.